Morning. Tuesday, December 3rd. Ugh, 2024. I'm Larissa. Ugh, my video diary. The time has come for a fat girl to drink from skulls. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. So, yesterday I got some technical work done that I needed to do. Website stuff, garbage that I'd rather like not have to worry about, but is, you know, part of life now, right? In this day and age. Yeah, and the house got cleaned yesterday, so that's good. It's nice to have clean bathrooms and everything. Yeah, it is. And it did laundry yesterday, but there's still laundry. Oh my God, I'm still, and see, this is what I mean. This is what I mean by I'm still behind. So, like, I have laundry nearing the end downstairs, but I still have some to do, right? And this basket up here is already full. And, oh, I don't know. I don't know how or when I'm ever going to really be able to catch up. So there's towels in the dryer right now that need folded, and mm, anyway, anyway, I'll probably fold towels this morning before I go into work and go into the gallery. And I need to prep for tomorrow night. So tomorrow I am offering my first drop-in event, and my back scratcher. I don't expect anybody to show up. Like, nobody wants to support anything I do. They're more than happy to copy what I do, but nobody wants to support what I do. People just don't like me. I'm not a likable person. Um, the only thing that anybody wants to do is just to, humiliate and steal from me and treat me like garbage, right? Like, so, like, there's this business that's near mine, and I'm fairly certain they're a brothel. Um, and this is just an example of like my interactions with people. I don't want anything to do with a brothel. Do I say that because I judge persons who are engaged in sex work? No, I believe sex work should be legal. I don't want anything to do with a brothel because it's an illegal business. And once you start doing favors for interacting with, then it's like you're complicit, right? I have my suspicions, so I don't want anything to do with them anymore. Well, so the ladies that work there frequently, there's these old men that show up at the same times every week, right, for their regular dates. And like, I'm not part of their fucking package deal, right? I'm not one of their whores. So when these guys try to talk to me, I just ignore them. I pretend like they don't exist because I'm not part of her fucking hourly rate, right? Whatever she wants to do, as long as it's consensual, is her fucking business. I think it should be legal so that she doesn't have to give a cut to the pimp that runs the place, right? But I don't want anything to do with it, right? And so like yesterday, one of these guys tries to talk to me, and I park my truck in the same place all the time. And so he comes and he has his car parked so that it's hard for me to get in and out of my truck, right? A whole other parking lot is empty. Like, trying to force me to talk to them. I'm not going to fucking talk to you. I will smack your car up with my door before I talk to you. So, I don't like liars. I don't like cheats. I don't like sneaks. I hate sneaky fucking lying bitches. And I don't want anything to do with them. So, because of stuff like this, because I have a backbone, because I stick to my ethics and morals and values, people don't like me, and I will never be a likable person. And so as a result, like, I get screwed over all the time, right? right? So, but at least I can respect myself, right? I don't mind spending time alone because I can respect myself. Because the reality is, if I started to compromise myself, people would still treat me like garbage, but then I wouldn't be able to respect myself when I'm by myself, right? Hmm. So, anyway. Ugh. Fucking DMs on Blue Sky. I am no longer engaging in direct messaging on Blue Sky because I don't fucking care to talk to a bunch of lying assholes. So it is, I don't believe that all of these men that have contacted me are widowers in the military with little kids. Like, that's everybody's fucking story. Oh, my wife died of cancer. Blah, 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 blah. Whatever. Whatever. I don't believe, like, do I believe that that's happened to some people? Yes. Do I believe that everybody who is DMing me, that that's their story? I don't fucking care. No, I don't believe it is. I believe it's a bunch of lies. It's a bunch of bullshit, and I don't believe it. So I just don't want to have to filter through that garbage. If you want to talk to me, you can talk to me publicly. If you don't want to talk to me publicly, I don't want to talk to you. Right? If you want a fucking appointment, you can come to Santa Cruz, make an appointment for a consultation, and pay me for my time for consulting. But no, I'm not going to play your stupid fucking game. No, no, right? Yeah, it's not going to fucking happen. Anyway, I need to get ready for this event tomorrow night. So, the first event, I offer these drop-in events, and they are designed to address societal ills. What do I mean by that? So they're grown-up play dates, right? Um, I don't have a liquor license, and so this is not like going to a bar, but it's not an all-night thing either. Like, they're 2 hours in length, and so in that time period, like in the evening from 5 to 7, then you still have time to go have dinner and drinks, go see a movie, go see a show, whatever, right? This is the way that they're designed. They're designed to be a healthy alternative for adult social interaction face to face, right? I mean, this is where the mental health crisis has come from. It has come from this isolation of people, right? The pandemic really, the institution of the pandemic, because it was instituted, right? It wasn't necessary. It was instituted. It was instituted. It wasn't necessary. So you had this elevated, skyrocketed youth suicide rate, which the NIH talks about on their website. Yeah, and in addition, there was the rise of anxiety and depression and other things among adults. Gee, I can't imagine why that would be. So you generate a problem, and then states like California are like, oh, but you can call a hotline from the state and tell them how horrible you feel, so we know how to manipulate you, right? So these events these drop-in events that I have that I offer, they are specifically designed to counteract those those effects and those actions, right? So the one that I'm offering um, tomorrow, it's called Free Thinkers Mix and Mingle, and I will, the evening, the session will start like what's $20 drop in, and I'll have water and soft drinks and probably like a cheese and olives or cheese and fruit or something like that, some nosh. And for a small group, it's limited. You can't have a bazillion people come in, right? Like 10 people max. and then there will be a topic presented. And that topic will, like, in 3 to 5 minutes, a 3 to 5 minute presentation of topic. And what will that be? It might be a question. It might be a statement. It might be a poem that is read. It might be an excerpt from a book. It could be anything. But then the conversation, whether these are people or strangers, the conversation is you have a common point of something that is outside of your general context, right? You have this point of commonality to come together and have conversation, and that is designed to try to remove the awkwardness of the, oh, I got to get to know you and ask these questions. Oh, are you married? Do you have kids? Where are you from? That don't tell you anything, and are triggering to so many people for so many reasons. And they're close-ended questions. Do you have kids? Yes or no. It's a yes or no question. Are you married? Yes or no. Right? Where are you from? Here or there? Oh, it's a closed question. It's not these things shut down conversation and create an us and them to begin with, right? So the whole idea of this mix and mingle is to free your mind. Nobody knows what this topic or whatever is going to be, and so you have something where nobody has anything invested. It's not going to be politics. It's not going to be, ooh, what do you think of Donald Trump? It's not going to be any kind of that shit, right? So this is designed for social interaction on equal playing ground, right? But I don't think anybody's going to show up. I hope somebody shows up, even if it's me and one other person, that'll be nice, right? But I don't have any expectation, because people like to complain about what the problems are, but nobody wants to actually do anything that addresses or mends the problem, right? The government has done a really, really good job at screwing people up and over, right? Yeah. Yeah. So that's what the event is tomorrow night. So I need to prepare for that. Plus, I want to get started on some new stuff. I need to make some earring hooks and there's another thing I want to work on, but I don't want to talk about it just yet. Um, yeah. Yeah, so other events, I have a poetry slam. I don't think anybody's going to come to that either, right? And one night I was at this bar, and this fucking fat ass kid is trying, like, he's not even a kid, he was 36 years old, right? And trying to get people to buy him drinks at the bar by giving a sob story. Oh, you want to hear a poem I wrote when I ran away at 13? All right. So he gives me this poem. I'm like, okay, that's nice. I'm not buying you a fucking drink. Whoop-de fucking do. It's not how that fucking works. But I'm like, if you want to share your poetry, I told him, I said, if you want to share your poetry, I publish. Wasn't interested in that. Wasn't interested in that. Was just looking for a cheap way to get a drink. And that is the way that people are now, right? But I have a poetry slam. He won't come do it. No. Mm-mm. Doesn't have the $20 to get in the door. Mm. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. So the Winter Poetry Slam is on the 11th, and it's supposed to be a holiday themed. So, like, you're supposed to bring poems that are holiday season themed. It doesn't have to be a Christmas poem, doesn't have to be a Jesus poem, doesn't have to be anything but about the season, right? And that's a pretty wide open theme. There's a lot of things that you could talk about in the holiday season. Yeah. But I don't think anybody will come to that either. No, I don't. there again, I'll have some light nosh, cheese and fruit or whatever, and um, soft drinks. These are supposed to be adult play dates. Now for the poetry slam, I open I opened that to 18 and over. That one's 18 and over, 16 with a participating parent. So if you wanted to bring your teenager and have have some sort of meaningful interaction with your teen, you could, right? Like it's designed that way. That's the way my events are designed. Something that is not, sanctioned by the state. It is in a public place that's pretty cool, you know, and you're removed from the still, separate from the darkness of music industry tainting, right? Um, I'm also going to be offering Reiki drop in again, and that's a couple that addresses a couple things. It addresses, that's a nice thing for people who want to come and sit and be quiet in a space and experience the energy. It serves to introduce audience to that service that I offer, and also is an active um, communal healing kind of practice, right? Yeah. So there's Reiki drop in. So those are drop in events that I have right now. I used to offer the clothing swap as kind of like a free drop in event during public hours, and I've expanded on that, and so now, I've addressed the piece as what it is an installation, an interactive installation piece. So, that now you can interact with that at any time during public hours. Yeah, yeah, it's always there and available to interact with during public hours. I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, that's what I got going on today. I gotta try to move forward a little bit more with the laundry before I get out of here, and then I got work. Last night I made a pot of white bean soup, like cannellini beans um, and butter beans, and I had a nice tomato vegetable base, and then right, traditional mirepoix, and then pastina, and lots of herbs and spices. Lots of like nice warm spices. I had fennel and coriander and black peppercorn and ginger, fresh ginger, and garlic, nice and warming, and bay leaf. And then it was finished with parsley, fresh parsley chopped. Oh, and I also put some of the squash in that soup. So, but it was a lot of parsley, so a lot of green. Yeah, it was good, and I added pastina to it. I added pastina to complete the protein. So I have 2 jars of that. I'm gonna take 1 jar with me into the gallery today to have for lunch and dinner while I'm there. Because I'm gonna do stuff around here in the morning, and then I'll be at the gallery working lunch and dinner time. And then Omar will have a jar here that he can have. Yeah. So yeah, yeah, yeah. And then I guess tomorrow morning, tomorrow morning I will prep something to go into the toaster oven for dinner, for him, that he can just pop in. So I got parsnips down there. Um, I'll do parsnips, mushrooms, tofu, and onion, and then prep a little like spinach salad to go with it. Or I might have some other stuff down there for salad. I might like prep the salad and then put the stuff to go in the toaster oven. And then all he has to do is put the dressing, because I have dressing down there. He'll just have to put the dressing on the salad and pop the thing in the toaster oven, and he'll have a nice home cooked meal without me being around. So, yeah. Yeah, that's what's going on. That's what's going on around here. Yeah. And then this Thursday is the first Thursday that I will be open from my new hours, 1 to 8. So, yeah, I've decided that I'm going to be open later in the evenings, Thursdays and Fridays. And Saturday will be open during the day, like, 11 to 6, like I have been. But I'm going to try being open in the evenings. I'm going to try being open from 1 to 8, Thursdays and Fridays for the next few months. See how that goes. Yeah. 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 That'll give me time to do stuff around here in the morning or run errands or whatever before I open. Yeah, because I'm gonna have to go to the grocery store here sometime in the near future. Might not do like a big run, but I need to go get like stuff to make a couple meals. You know, starting to run low on vegetables. Mm, yeah. Anyway, go make me go make us a chanterelle and I still have a couple chanterelle mushrooms left. Go make a chanterelle and cheese omelet. That sounds good for breakfast. Yeah, chanterelle and cheese omelet. Yum. Yeah. Anyway. Anyway, grateful for clean house. Totally grateful for clean house. Yeah. Grateful for clean house and yeah, I have some other stuff I need to take care of. Oh, I gotta make an appointment for the DMV. Oh, yuckapoo. No one wants to go to the DMV. And I gotta get my court papers in order for January. Yeah, I do.